Hello, good afternoon. This is Diecast Loon. I hope you're all doing well. And this afternoon's video has been very interesting as we're going to take a look at this Singer Porsche 911 made by a company called TMP, or Timothy and Pierre. This is a model that my partner bought me. I was looking at more Porsche premium models to purchase, and my partner seen me looking at this and very, very kindly bought me it. So yes, I'm very, very happy and sort of speechless that she sort of said, here you go, and passed me it earlier when it came in the mail. So I was very, very surprised to have it, especially as I was only looking at it the other day. Anyway, that being said, we are going to take a closer look at it. So we are just going to have a... So this is a model company that I have heard of, but I'm not familiar with specifically. This Timothy and Pierre. And this is also my very first resin model. I wasn't aware that it was a resin model when I was looking at it, as I just sort of looked, said how good it looked, and sort of scrolled through onto the next Porsche to look at maybe buying. But obviously once it was handed to me and my partner said that it's made out of something that's not die cast, but that doesn't bother me. I know this is a diecast channel, but it's also a model channel. So, but even though it's made out of resin, it's very weighty. You can really feel a difference in the weight to the Porsche from Tarmac Works that I unboxed a few days back or so. That was a very light model. This is quite weighty. But anyway, so before we unbox it, so to speak, I'm not going to go too much on the company that this replicates. Obviously it's made by the company. The real car is a Singer Porsche, which is an American company that modifies primarily Porsche 911s, and I think the Porsche 911s that they sort of tend to stick to is the sort of 96 the 964s, which I think this one is, from sort of 90 to 94 era. So more of the vintage Porsche. They're all air cooled as far as I'm aware of. Again, didn't really do my research on this, if I'm truthfully honest. I just sort of threw this video together, and I remember, if I remember rightly, I think that it was what was the guy called again? I think it was called Bruce Dickinson, which was the frontman for the English rock band Catherine Wheel, who was the inventor, or the sort of the founder of this Singer Porsches. So anyway, that is all I'm going to say about that. So let's take a closer look at it. So it's boxed very similar to the new Tarmac Works, the way they're boxed, with this sort of acrylic case and this clear with the plastic on the outside. And you just got Singer there, and by the looks of it, you've got a hologram there, which I presume is their actual official. Just trying to see in the reflection there. But anyway, let's get it open and take a closer look. Now, is this one going to be one I'm going to have to do now, or no? So we have to excuse the noise. Bear with me 2 seconds. And there it is. This is really an absolute fantastic piece. It is just beautiful to behold. It really is. I spent ages just staring at it earlier, as the detail is just something else. It really is. So again, like I said, there's not a lot to look at on the box. Just trying to see what this says. 164, I think. Anyway, let's take a closer look. So you've got a couple of cards inside. So the first one is the real Porsche that Singer makes. So basically with their Porsches, they just take a regular 964, and from what I can gather, they change everything on the car. They turn it from an aluminium car, I presume, and change it all to carbon fibre. So the bonnet, the doors, the roof, the wings, everything. apart from the frame is replaced in carbon fibre, so they become very, very light cars. And the engines get uprated to sort of about 400 horsepower if I remember rightly, and the interiors are this high-end exquisite leather interiors. I mean, they are beautiful cars to look at in if you look at the real car. I think Jay Leno's done some bits on these cars and driven one or two of them, but anyway, so that's a little sort of like backdrop picture that you get, which is pretty cool. And then you get this other picture, so that's pretty cool. So very, very cool indeed. And then the main event, so here it is. So we'll take off this case, and I'm not going to be unscrewing this one today because I'm just not. It looks like it's sat on an acrylic piece of white plastic, which is cool. That's fine. You've got this what looks like got a lot of reflection. I do apologise. This photo etched sort of badge, chromed badge, what I'm going to call it. And this is number 90 of 499, so very low numbered model, which is always nice to have. And so that's pretty cool. And there it is. It is, like I said, absolutely beautiful. Let's just see if I can get a little bit more light in here without blinding myself. So no, I've now made it so I can't see. That's a bit better. So anyway, so there it is. So it is, like I said, this is apparently a resin model, but the detail, I really don't know where to start, to be honest. It's sort of caught me out. So you've got, we'll start with the windscreen wipers. I've got the sun in my face here and I can't see, and then if I shut the curtain I still can't see. So anyway, so we'll start with the wheels. So the wheels, from what I've researched, they are actually aluminum wheels, or in this country call them alloy, but these are actually milled from real pieces of aluminium. So they are actually metal wheels, which is really cool. And I think you can see it actually has tread on the tyres, which is a nice touch. And you got this photo etched grille here, which my camera is really struggling with. It doesn't like. So you got that photo etched grille, and also I found out that the exhausts are actually separate milled pieces of metal as well. And you got the Singer script there, which looks like a foil, what they call foil badging. So these are very, very well screwed together. You have to excuse my kid in the background shouting, he's just coming from school. The windscreen wipers are separate pieces as well. As you can see, they are added on, so you've got these beautiful windscreen wipers. I'm going to actually suffer the sun, I think, because I can't see properly, but at least the car will show up properly on this video. So, but yeah, you can see it's got a roll cage in there, and you can see brake discs behind the wheels. But it's in like a matte. The paint is like a matte paint. I'm not quite sure what the actual paint on this is actually supposed to be, but it's a matte, like a matte finish, which is pretty cool. And then you've got all the front lights are very, very nicely done. Got the spotlights there. You can see it's got an interior mirror. And I'm not quite sure what the other cap is for. I'm not quite sure at all. I would presume that is the fuel cap there on the front, so I'm not quite sure, because most Porsches, they have the fuel cap mounted on the wing, and I think they move it to there when they make these cars. I'm not quite sure, so I'll have to look up what that is. But it is a lovely, lovely looking piece. You can see it says Porsche there, where the license plate would be. But like I said, this is my first resin model. I've always steered away from resin model, if I'm truthfully honest. You know, just because, in my opinion, Some resin models that I've seen, I thought of, you know, overpriced, and I didn't think they were done that well, but this is, like I said, beautiful. Just the detail is so good. Let's shut that curtain again because I really cannot see. That's better. Let's tilt the camera down a bit. I do apologise for all this, but no, it's very nice. I do believe it's got gauge detail, but I haven't got a torch to hand to show it, but I looked some of these cars up earlier and they do actually have gauge detail. But you can see separate door handles, separate mirrors. But absolutely, I am speechless really. I'm so happy. My partner's so, well, yeah, I'm just speechless. Such a nice thing she's bought me. And when it was funny when she handed it to me, she said, "Oh, it's not die cast." She was actually worried that she'd done something wrong, and I said, "No, you can't. You know, this is such a nice looking piece." But anyway, so that is today's video. Like I said, I'm very lucky. These aren't cheap models at all. I think this was like £44, so it's something that I possibly wouldn't have bought. £40 is usually about my limit anyway. I mean, I have got other models here that have cost about £40, but like I said, I just basically seen this and liked it and then sort of moved on to the next piece. I was actually looking at another Tarmac Works, to be honest, to look at buying, but anyway, I'm really thankful that she's bought it. So I'd just like to say thank you, Rebecca, to my missus, for buying this. It's very much appreciated. I'm very happy, and with that, please like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for more unboxings, wheel swaps, customs and restorations in the future, and I will see you all very soon.